Good morning everyone, today is another pre-maintenance checklist video, which means we're going over all of the different campaigns which are ending with this coming maintenance. But before we jump into all of that, if you're new to the channel, I upload NGS content daily, so if you do play this game, I would really appreciate a subscribe, as it really helps out the channel. Anyway, without further ado, let's begin the video. So the very first campaign that I want to go over is going to be the Great Bargains in the SG Shop. So this will be going away with the coming maintenance on September 27th. But as you can see here, there is a Gear Up Your Class support set, which you can buy for 700 star gems, and you can purchase this 3 times. Personally, I do not recommend this package simply because 700 star gems is a lot, and on top of that, you're going to need a lot of your star gems next week. Don't worry, I will go over why. However, if you do want to buy this package for whatever reason, you do get 2 bonuses over here. You get a Hal Finale S as well as a Mastery 4S. Remember, the S variants of these capsules are a 100% success rate, so you don't need multiple copies of the Hal Finale S. You just need 1 copy and boom, it's going to have a 100% success rate. Same thing applies to the Mastery 4. The next thing I want to go over is don't forget to do your daily that gives you the Autumn 2023 special scratch tickets, because remember, you are guaranteed one of these tickets every single day for completing this daily right here, clear the limited time quest. I know this limited time quest isn't the greatest, you know, it is quite a pain in the butt because you need so many players and sometimes queue times are really long, but try your best to do it anyway, simply because there are some really nice weapon camos. There's also some nice hairstyles, the Moonlight hairstyles. There's the Demon King cast parts as well if you do play a Type 1 cast, and there's just a bunch of really nice stuff. And at the end of the day, if you don't want any of those cosmetic items, you could always end up with just star gems, which is always a good thing because again, you're going to need a lot of star gems next week. Another thing I recommend people to do is to farm up seasonal points and start buying out the seasonal shop. Now, it doesn't end this coming maintenance, but you have 1 more week before this seasonal shop goes away. So if there are any items that you do need to pick up, you should pick them up soon. As you can see here, I've pretty much bought out all the essentials. There's still a couple things that I need to buy. I need to buy a couple more phase 2 capsules. I need to buy a couple more Gigastat 4s. The Gigastat 4s are probably my first priority. And I don't think there's much left. Maybe I'll buy the Ajax armors, probably not. I'm probably just gonna buy the rest of the materials here, and that's pretty much it that's left on my to buy list. So the Gigastat 4s as well as the materials. But you know, my essentials are of course the Alpha reactors. Please make sure to buy that, as well as the star gems over here. That's his 200 star gems right here, so make sure that you buy that as well. And then, you know, the rest is just really optional. There's a lot of stamps and, you know, motion dashes, motion glides, and other stuff. Oh, the tickets, yeah, of course, to buy these tickets as well. This actually gives you another 80 tickets, so that is 2 selector tickets, which is guaranteed 200 star gems, which is really nice. So you can't go wrong with that. Plus 80 free pulls. You know, you might get lucky and get some more star gems that way as well, and the cosmetic items that you want. Alright, with that out of the way, the next thing I want to talk about is the NGS headline is coming up. So on September 26th, 5 AM PDT is going to be the NGS headline. If you can wake up and tune in for it, that's great. Personally, I am going to be a little bit late on this recap video. I know a lot of people usually wait for my recap videos about the NGS headline. Unfortunately, I will be out of town, so I will try my best, but I can't promise it because, you know, I'm out of town and I might be busy doing other things. So don't be surprised if the recap comes like a day later. If it does come a day later, it simply meant that I was extremely busy that day. Yeah. So the next thing I want to talk about is what to look forward towards next week. We are getting a new limited time quest drill, Autumn Night Aleo Defense 2023. Again, this is a rehash. We had this limited time quest last year. It was called the Autumn Night Aleo Defense 2022. But again, they're just going to buff up all the enemy levels to 75. And I don't think the drop rate's going to be that great, but the nice thing about this one is it is an 8-player limited time quest, so queue times are going to be a little bit shorter, or a lot shorter, and it's going to be a lot easier to just spam it out if you do need seasonal points, because remember, LTQ is a very, very good way to get a ton of seasonal points. The next thing I want to talk about is why do I keep emphasizing that we need a lot of star gems starting from next week? And that is because next week we are getting the new SG Support Item Select 2023, where you can get powerful augments such as Gladius Soul S as well as Gigas Mastate S. These are very nice capsules because remember, these are of the S variant, which means it's a 100% success rate, so that's really, really nice. And on top of that, there is also the preset skill item protection, as well as the preset skill enhanced success rate plus 100%. These are all extremely powerful capsules that's going to help you boost up your power level incredibly quickly and incredibly easily. The downside here is each scratch is going to cost you 50 SG per draw, which means if you want to do a 10 pull, it's going to cost you 500 SG. So this is going to drain your SG incredibly quickly if you do want any of these items over here. And I don't think any of these items are tradable either. I would be a little bit surprised if they are tradable. I'm going to need to test that, but I know for a fact that the S capsules are not tradable. I don't know about the preset skill item protection as well as the enhancement success rate plus 100%, but usually all of the SG variant scratches are not tradable and are account bound. So just keep that in mind if you were planning to just buy all of this off the market. If they're not tradable, well, that won't be an option. So that is the main reason why I'm telling everyone, please save up your star gems and just, you're going to need them if you're going to be using the scratch. So as you can see here, I've been doing my due diligence and I have 8,668 star gems saved up for this scratch. I'm not going to use all of it, obviously. I might do like maybe 40 pulls on it or something and see if I can get anything nice, because I do want to upgrade my weapon over here, my Terminal 1. I have saved up all of my growth mint actually. If we look over here, you can see I've saved up 506 growth mint, and yeah, I'm going to be using that next week when I get back from my business trip in order to, just power up my weapon. Or maybe I'll see what's on the NGS headline. If they do hint any new 10-star rarity weapons, I would be surprised if we saw 10-star rarity weapons in October. Personally, I think the main thing we're going to be seeing gear-wise is going to be the new Gigas armors that will probably give us more potency than the Octo armors at a penalty of something, maybe defense or HP, something along those lines. I think that's going to be the new thing that we can farm for next month in October, but I don't think we're going to get new weapons. I don't think they're going to be introducing new weapons till maybe December, November, December, somewhere between there. That's when I would expect new weapons. Probably December, I think, because November we're gonna have the Halloween event, so that's another seasonal event, so no new weapons there other than the seasonal weapon, of course. Then December is when I think they will drop the new 10-star rarity weapon with the new boss fight and new content and stuff like that, and that's probably when we can expect to upgrade our weapons. So if you are planning to invest a little bit of star gems to try to bump up your fixas over here, I think it's okay. It's not that bad of an idea, since we'll probably still have 2 months before the 10-star rarity weapons drop. And even when the 10-star rarity weapons drop, they might do it like the Tisha weapon again, where it's like stupidly low drop rate and everyone's going to be stuck with their 9-star rarity weapon anyway. So yeah, I don't see it as a bad thing. I'm probably going to try to aim for Fixatermina 3, and I'll probably call it there. If I get it really early, maybe I'll go for 4, but I think I'm just going to be aiming for 3 as like, that's going to be the sweet spot for me in investment versus performance ratio. So yeah. Alright, with all that out of the way, of course I need to remind everyone about your ARX records. So this time the ARX records is at the North Aleo board race. You need to do this solo. Again, just participate to get the ARX record badges. And again, the reason why you want to do that is because you can use those ARX record badges in order to pick up even more star gems if you need that. Arms refiners too if you need that as well as the weapon camos. Remember, the weapon camos don't go away this week, but they will be going away in 2 weeks time, I believe. So in October 11th is when these 3 weapon camos go away, so you might want to make sure that you pick these up before they disappear, because they're going to be replaced with different weapon camos. The next thing I want to remind everyone is, again, your Aegis Integra exchange. Come to the very bottom, you've got all of your Dominas over here. Make sure to pick these up because this is free HAL finales. Let's take a look at the HAL finale prices. I don't actually know how much they're going for now. HAL finales, check market price, 800,000. So yes, they are consistently going down. You know, it was like 1.5 million, 1,800,000 now. So they are steadily going down in price, but these augments themselves are very, very solid if you do want to use them for yourself. So it's still a really good capsule. Just because the price is going down doesn't mean that you should stop using it, because this is still considered one of the best in slot augments with the 4% potency as well as HP and PP. It's really, really good. But of course, you can just stick with the regular LC capsules if you're perfectly fine with that. but you know, it's almost the same. It's just 3.75% instead of 4% potency. That's really the only difference. And last but not least is of course the Alliance Badge Exchange Shop. Please always come here because you need to pick up your star gems. I actually almost forgot about it. So this is 30 star gems right here, bang and bang. So just make sure that you buy that because 30 star gems every single week, very nice. Then you pick up your 30 from the ARX records, and then you pick up your 5 to 10 star gems every single day by liking people's profiles. So like Koyo's over here, we're gonna go there and we're just gonna like their profile. Special thanks to all the members for supporting the channel. It really means a lot to me. Thank you again. But yeah, that's all I wanted to cover in today's video. Hopefully you guys found it helpful. If you did, I would appreciate a like and a subscribe, and I'll see you guys in tomorrow's video. Bye.